2024 was a game-changing year for construction. From massive infrastructure works to bold new urban visions, the built environment continued pushing boundaries across the globe. But in 2025, things are getting even more ambitious. This year, we're seeing construction projects that could reshape cities, redefine transportation, and even change the way we power the planet. From fusion reactors and mega bridges to high-speed rail and sky-piercing towers, here are 10 of the most important construction projects happening in 2025. And if you love this kind of content, be sure to subscribe. We cover the future of construction every single week. 1. I-Tier, Fusion Energy, France. We begin with what might just be humanity's biggest scientific gamble. In southern France, construction continues on I-Tier, the world's largest experimental fusion reactor. The facility brings together scientists and engineers from 35 countries, all working toward one goal: to make nuclear fusion, the process that powers the sun, a viable energy source on Earth. Fusion has the potential to generate limitless clean energy, with zero carbon emissions and minimal radioactive waste. But it's incredibly complex to replicate. I-Tier's construction is monumental, requiring more than 1 million components, shipped in from all over the world and assembled with microscopic precision. 2. Brightline West, High-Speed Rail, USA. For decades, the US has talked about high-speed rail. Now, it's finally happening. Brightline West is a $12 billion project to link Las Vegas to Southern California via a 218-mile high-speed electric rail line. Trains will run at speeds of up to 186 mi per 300 km per hour, cutting the journey time to just under 2 hours. Construction began in 2024, and 25 will be the year things really start to move, literally and figuratively. With dedicated tracks down the I-15 corridor, the project avoids many of the land acquisition issues that plague other infrastructure builds. If Brightline West succeeds, it could become the model for similar projects across the country, from Texas to the Pacific Northwest. More than a new train line, it's a proof of concept for a cleaner, more connected future in America. 3. NEOM, The Line, Saudi Arabia. Few projects are as bold or as controversial as Saudi Arabia's NEOM, and especially The Line. This futuristic city was first pitched as a 170-kilometer linear metropolis, with mirrored skyscrapers stretching across the desert. No cars, no streets, and everything run by AI. But as construction gets underway, the scope is being scaled back. According to recent reports, only 2.4 kilometers of the line are expected to be completed by 2030. Still, 2025 is the year when we'll see whether NEOM is truly moving from concept to concrete. The world is watching closely. This isn't just about architecture, it's about what a futuristic city can and can't be. 4. Rail Baltica, Europe. Europe is connecting like never before. Rail Baltica is a massive infrastructure project to link Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia via a modern 870-kilometer high-speed rail line. It's one of the largest EU-funded projects ever undertaken. 2025 will be a crucial year for the project, with construction on key stations and tracks picking up pace. Beyond speed and convenience, Rail Baltica is about economic development and political independence, reducing reliance on older Russian-gauge rail lines and bolstering Europe's unity and resilience. 5. Burj Binghati, world's tallest residential tower, Dubai. You can't talk about modern construction without mentioning Dubai. Set to complete in 2025, Binghati will become the world's tallest residential building, soaring to 557 meters, 1,227 feet. Developed in partnership with luxury jeweler Jacob & Co. maintained, the tower will offer ultra-luxurious apartments and a striking diamond-shaped crown at the top. But it's more than just height. The Burj Binghati is a statement about the growing global demand for vertical luxury living and Dubai's continued dominance in skyline innovation. 6. Gordie Howe International Bridge, Canada, USA. Connecting Detroit, Michigan, and Windsor, Ontario, the Gordie Howe International Bridge is one of North America's most significant infrastructure projects in decades. This 2.5-kilometer cable-stayed bridge is designed to ease congestion, enhance trade, and support over $100 billion in annual cross-border commerce. It's also being built with pedestrian and cycling lanes, a rare feature for an international bridge. Years of political delays and legal battles slowed progress. But since breaking ground in 2018, the project has powered forward. In 2025, construction hits its final stages, with the bridge deck now fully connected and finishing touches underway. Once open, the Gordie Howe will be the longest cable-stayed bridge in North America and a new landmark in the region. 7. Grand Fa Port, Iraq. Iraq is making a bold play to become a global logistics hub with the construction of Grand Fa Port, a massive deep-sea port in the Persian Gulf. Once finished, Grand Fa will be the largest port in the Middle East and a key node in the Dry Canal project, a planned freight corridor stretching from the Gulf to Turkey and into Europe. 2025 is a make-or-break year for Grand Fa. Key breakwaters, docks, container terminals, and access roads are all under construction simultaneously in one of the most complex and ambitious builds in the region. 8. Sagrada Familia, Spain. In Barcelona, a masterpiece that's been under construction for over 140 years is entering its final phase. Antoni Gaudi's iconic Sagrada Familia is expected to complete major milestones in 2025, including the towering Jesus Christ spire and the Chapel of the Assumption. These additions will push the structure closer to its final height of 172.5 meters, making it the tallest religious building in Europe. 9. Toronto's tallest skyscraper, the One, Canada. Toronto is racing towards new heights. The One, located at Yonge and Bloor Streets, is set to become Canada's tallest skyscraper at 338 meters, 1,109 feet, once completed. Designed by Foster Plus Partners, the tower blends luxury retail, hotel, and residential space into a striking modern form. Construction, delayed by supply issues and financial struggles, has accelerated, and 2025 will see the tower's dramatic exoskeleton and final floors completed. With a bold design and a commanding presence on Toronto's skyline, the One signals a new era of vertical living in one of North America's fastest-growing cities. 10. Spittalum Dam Replacement, Switzerland. High in the Swiss Alps, the Spittalum Dam is undergoing a major transformation. Originally completed in 1932, Spittalum was one of the first large arch-gravity dams ever built, an engineering marvel at the time. However, as the decades passed, a serious crack formed through the structure, highlighting challenges that early engineers couldn't fully predict. Producing over 60% of Switzerland's energy from hydropower, dams like Spittalum are absolutely critical. That's why, since 2019, a replacement dam has been under construction just downstream. The new dam stands at 113 meters tall, carefully engineered to meet modern standards while respecting the extreme conditions of its location. Unlike the original, the new design curves in two directions, both horizontally and vertically. This innovation means thinner walls, fewer materials, and greater strength to hold back massive water forces safely. Building here has been a true battle against nature, with heavy winter snows, freezing temperatures, and the challenges of operating at high altitudes. In 2025, the final structural phases are coming together, ensuring Spitalem's legacy lives on for another century. From energy innovation and cross-border connections to futuristic cities and architectural legacies, 2025 is a defining year in global construction. These projects represent the cutting edge of what's possible when ambition, design, and engineering come together. Whether it's solving old challenges or imagining entirely new worlds, construction is at the center of the story. If you're as fascinated by this stuff as we are, make sure you hit subscribe and follow along. We're covering every milestone, twist, and breakthrough right here on this channel.